Still ain't too late, Master.
No. Had the whole voyage home to make amends.
Well, it does take two, sir.
See Mrs. Onedin?
No sign of her, sir.
Oh, I'll often find me a captain, eh? Well, I'll, leave you to finish off here, then, eh?
Right.
I'll get Dawkins to pay you your dues. It's been a long time.
Too long, maybe.
Maybe so. Good luck with that brig of yours.
And good wishes to Mrs. Onedin.
Margarita?
Oh, sir.
Ah, Mrs. Gibson. Mistress about?
A bed, Mr. Onedin.
Huh?
Ailing.
Margarita! Margarita. Margarita?
James. It is all right.
How can it is?
No danger. Not now, James.
Now wasted away tonight.
But mending. You may ask Dr. Porton.
That old sore bones.
He is most pleased with me. No more fever. My chest more easy. A few more days, he says, and I may get up from this wretched bed.
We'll see about that.
It is true.
Why was he last night, sir?
'Tis nothing. The final remains of the pulmonia.
I'm our first trip away and this happens.
It was your Liverpool, wet and cold. If you had taken me to Africa as I asked, next trip I come with you. Yes.
No. I'll come with you. We'll go to the sun. Make you well again.
Captain Baines has got that old box insured.
Why?
She's got a bit of a name, that's why. They say she's a bad luck shot.
Suppose I let you into a secret.
All right.
Well, I'm a part owner of this old box seed, and I'll tell you, if we'd have had the cash ready for insurance, we'd have spent it on hiring a much better bosun than you.
Aye, sir.
Stopped her butts, recorked overall, recoppered aft. Checked yards, masts and steppings. Aye, that's it.
That's quite enough. Come in, Tom.
Is she ready to go yet, Gov?
Aye, the moment this is settled.
Ah, no. I was going to ask you the time on this, Mr. Hobbs.
My terms are strictly cash on the nail. But with a skipper of your standing, cargo charter will do just as well.
I'm obliged. Well, come on, Tom. You heard Mr. Hobbs. Let's be off to the agent and find us a cargo.
A successful trip, sir?
Aye, and some cargo of ivory, Dawkins.
And Mrs. Onedin, sir?
Oh, seems to be on the mend, thank you, don't worry.
Most alarming to have her taken ill like that right here in the office.
Here.
Mark you, small wonder. Outside in such atrocious weather.
Madam is used to a more moderate climate.
Well, I'm sure that Mrs. Onedin will have learned from it, sir. If only to the extent of taking a cab instead of walking around such places.
Now, what places?
Oh, the docks, Chinatown, even Paradise Street.
Well, getting to know Liverpool, I dare say, eh? All right, Dawkins.
Outstanding, I fear, sir.
There's a three-masted bark alongside at number 12 with a notice pinned onto her mast.
But I think you should...
No buts, sir. Tupman wasn't one for butts. He kept his eyes open for three-masted barks, did Mr. Tupman.
She's the Angelus. owned by Jenkins of Glasgow, and Herr Ericsson is said to have offered in the region of £8,000 for her.
Well, then we'll go up to 9,000. Guineas, if necessary.
Sir, in view of our financial state...
Let me worry about our finances. Be at least £10,000 profit on that cargo of ivory.
Even so, sir, I doubt you
Tell
should
me,
be
what
considering...
cargoes have we got?
Renewal of coaling, same terms. Fruit charter from the Azores, renewed for another season. And copper ore charter from Valparaiso, confirmed. And here's the offer of a time charter. Malt whisky from Ivory.
Damn lot of penalty clauses.
A valuable cargo.
I don't like this liability for damage to casks. Cheeky is that? That were my game when I started, you know.
Yes, sir. The agents did make a specific request for Captain Baines.
No.
Sir?
Baines is no longer with this line. Captain Baines has ambitions. Bought himself a rotten old trader, setting up in rivalry.
I see.
Dear me. Wish I did. Well, then, what captains are free?
Oh, none of sufficient seniority, I fear, sir. The agents won't want to wait.
They can damn well take themselves and their liability clauses elsewhere.
But, sir, the Soren Larsen should have cleared cargo by now. Now, she'd suit admirably.
Without a captain?
There's yourself, sir.
Of course you must go, James. You cannot stop being a captain just because I am down with pneumonia.
Down here in the ground with it you were.
No.
I said...
I know what you said.
Here.
I can feed myself.
Except you're not.
Well, it's awful.
It's lovely.
Look, at home if we were ill, always we had a mixture of papaya and
Yes, well,
herbs.
here we believe in strength through suffering. Come on. Look, if I'm prepared to swallow the anchor, you can be prepared to swallow the scars for jelly.
Oh, James.
Come on. Can't trust you, can I? Wonder all you got was pneumonia.
Well, you told me get to know Liverpool.
Yeah, but I didn't tell you to go traipsing round the city on your own through the docklands and Whoretown and the yards, now did I?
Continue to love me, James Onedin, and nothing can harm me.
Oh, it's all right then, isn't it?
Are there really no other captains for the whiskey cargo?
None senior enough that'll be back in time.
Then why not let Captain Baines have it? As a parting gift. For an old friend?
Oh, we shall miss you, Captain Baines.
Aye.
Profits from your shares in the Christian Redick.
Thank you very much.
And now, master of a fine trader as well, I hear.
Aye. 160 tons.
Caused quite a stir at the exchange.
Now, I believe some of these charts are mine.
Had an agent after your services only yesterday, in fact. A year's whiskey charter.
Oh, is that so?
Regrettably, Mr. Onedin might be obliged to let it slip. And you know these young agents like Horace Peters. Hurry all the time.
I'll send round for them charts later.
Just after the exchange, Mr. Baines?
Well, like they always say, a ship owner never rests.
The moment Dr. Porton allows me out, I plan to visit Charlotte.
A place to visit you, not t'other way round. You've written to her twice. She could find the grace to reply.
Mr. Onedin?
Windows open?
Letting in the night air.
Well, it's mild enough.
Madam's chest so weak, and there you sit.
Ah. Hey, up.
Lady Fogarty's downstairs.
Huh?
I pointed out the hour and how Dr. Porton said for Madam to rest.
Well, fetch her up. Elizabeth!
Rest and quiet.
Just bring us up some Madeira, will you, Mrs. Gibson?
Thank you, Mrs. Gibson. James, good trip, I hear.
Well, I can't deny that.
Oh, infuriating. What a tonic they are.
Eh?
You men. First spot of colour in over a month.
I'll be up in a day or two, Dr.
Maybe.
I'm sorry you can't be all right for tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
The launching, James. Mrs. Gibson, Mr. Onedin's morning suit out for an airing and a press, please, if you got the launching. To William Fraser. Good luck, your ladyship. Thank you.
Pity Daniel couldn't be here. Just his style.
No Daniel, no Sarah, Samuel's still in America, only you, James. In good time, please, and on your very best behaviour.
Always am.
I want your support with my creditors. Unless, of course, you can help with some spare cash for a change.
Only wish I could.
Oh, a little birdie tells me you're expecting a handy profit from your cargo of ivory.
Oh. But one thing your little birdie didn't tell you is I'm buying a 3-masted bark.
What's she like?
Sea spray? Oh, she's got a run off like a clipper. Oh, a rake to a mast. And she carries her canvas very well. Oh, she's a beauty.
Sounds worthy of Captain Baines.
Captain says to thank you for tipping him off on that whiskey charter.
You know, I wonder Mr. Onedin doesn't have some link, a partnership even.
They're too busy sulking each other.
No.
Well, it's a fact. I mean, they're like a couple of old biddies.
What about?
Pride. What else? They ought to be taken to the vet, both of them. And that's a fact and all.
And I've known apprentices gelded for saying less than that.
As it happens, Mr. Dawkins, I've come to ask about my shore leave. I'm due a week or two by my reckoning.
A week at most. Nine and a half days.
Oh, yeah, that'll do me nicely.
And what if you hit a sou'wester?
Hey?
Even Captain Baines couldn't battle around the Moluccan tide against that. And if you were late back, then I very much fear that Mr. Onedin might be very angry with you indeed.
No mites about it. Would be. Planning a little excursion round the Mull with our ex-Commodore, are we?
Yeah?
After that whiskey contract, is he? Mighty generous on somebody's part. Copy of his articles, Mr. Dawkins. Read it. Going as a passenger, were you?
Mr. Onedin?
Thank you, Dawkins. Well?
No.
As an officer, then. A direct breach of your indentures.
No, I weren't going as a passenger, nor an officer. I'm going as owner. Well, part owner with Captain Baines. I've got 6 shares worth.
6 shares?
Blimey, Gov, it's a first trading run. I mean, you'd have gone. Well, you'd have taken shore leave for it, wouldn't you?
Investing money in a rival company?
We weren't going to be rivals, were we? I mean, we were going to ask for a partnership, see?
No, I do not see.
Yeah, except Captain Baines never did ask for... Well, it's because of you. Respect. That's what Captain Baines said. And if you can't find him no respect, Mr. Onedin, then to hell with trying.
Respect? Well, he did not ask for a partnership. And you will not set foot on that ship whilst you are with this line. Furthermore...
Mr. Onedin...
Furthermore, you will sell those shares back to Captain Baines, huh? Think I'm being hard, don't you? Well, then. You read those. They're to do with loyalty. Pick 'em up. Mr. Dawkins, this apprentice to the coaling wharfs for the Swansea run. All shore leave suspended.
Coaling? On a Swansea coaster? Well, I'm not going to learn nothing from that.
You'll learn obedience. And what's more, you'll stay there until you do.
Mr. Hobbs, you'll clear that bill in no time with a charter like this.
Give him good luck.
We'll finish ballasting within the hour, so you'll catch the tide and win together.
And the wind's in the right quarter, too. He say you could come then?
Aye. I've got 9.5 days. Just leave owing.
Did you tell Mr. Onedin you were sailing with me?
No, Mr. Dawkins, the governor weren't there. He's off at the launch, you see.
Oh. Anyway, the best of luck to you. Right, I'll see you ashore.
Load of fuss.
Must have you presentable.
The carriage, my lady.
Ah. Well, come along, then.
Rush, rush.
Oh, it's a simple courtesy to the guests, James.
Creditors, they are. Can't have a bunch of bankers.
Lady Fogarty, how delightful.
Thank you, Mr. Van der Rheede, thank you.
Oh, you were just leaving?
Regrettably so, yes, for the launching of my new steamship.
Of course. May I wish you every good fortune with the enterprise.
Oh, that we shall surely need. Now, if you will kindly excuse us.
I will detain your brother for no longer than a minute.
Oh, less, I hope.
My business can be disposed of like so.
Don't worry, I'll see you down to the carriage, Elizabeth.
That much and no more, please, sir.
Well then.
A simple matter of the £10,000, Onedin.
What?
Repayment of your debt. Sold to me by your nephew. Repayment plus £500 interest due today.
I've had no demand.
Notification was lodged at this office exactly 1 month ago. As I'm sure Mr. Dawkins will confirm.
I did endeavour to draw your attention to this yesterday, sir.
Endeavoured?
I wondered how you won such keen loyalty from your staff. I now see that it is the consideration that you show them.
Concerning this?
Doubtless the same brand of consideration that you showed to your nephew.
What?
Well, why else would he sell me your debt in payment for some properties in America?
No, just listen.
It would seem that you are not loved, Onedin. On the contrary.
As I've not long docked and my clerk neglected to tell me about this, I've not got the cash to pay you.
Nor will have. Oh, I know how close you sail to the wind, Onedin. I know that you maintain no reserve funds.
Indeed.
Heavily overdrawn with your bank. Numerous letters of credit outstanding.
Know a lot, don't you?
Oh, yes. People talk. Even your dear sister.
Elizabeth?
Quite a day of surprises for you, Onedin.
Mr. Onedin, sir. The time.
Come on. Tomorrow morning, £10,000.
Plus the 500 interest.
Yeah? Get him out of here.
You really should have told him before this, you know. These little unpleasantries have to be confronted sooner or later.
You deceived me, sir.
Me?
You. You told me it was your intention to help Mr. Onedin.
But it is, my dear fellow. It is. Into the bankruptcy court.
Betraying confidences. Telling the man God knows what about my business affairs.
Telling Max?
Yes, you. You and that damned Samuel.
What?
Selling him my debts, that's what. Now he's dunning me for repayments. £10,500 per tomorrow. Oh, she says. And how he comes to find out about my finances, my standing with the bank, my letters of credit and the like.
James, if you're suggesting that I would reveal
The man as good as said it not 5 minutes back.
With respect, Mr. Onedin.
Oh, you keep out of this.
But, sir, these indiscretions, I'm sure I know their origins.
Oh, you do you?
Mr. Van der Rheede, dining under the most affable circumstances at my club, the Excelsior, and on more than one occasion, to my certain knowledge, with Mr. Dawkins.
Dawkins?
Only too well placed, I fear, to reveal your financial intimacies.
A damn Dutchman. Trying to make out it was you who told me.
Aye, and you believed him.
I didn't know what to believe, did I? Come so unexpected.
Well, go on, then.
Oh, you can launch a ship on your own, can't you?
What?
Look, I've no time for ceremonies and socialising.
Oh, James!
I have £10,500 to find, but to borrow.
Well?
I lied to you. The governor was there at the office.
And he still let you come?
No, he went mad.
Eh?
When he started yelling at me. Yeah, telling me never to set foot on my own ship. Told me to sell my shares in her. And then told me to go on the Swansea coaling run until I learned me place.
You young fool! You run out on your indentures, that's what you're saying?
I've had enough of him.
Enough?
Same as you, Master. I mean, if he wants to carry on like he's God Almighty, that's too bad.
Same as me?
That's right. You broke with him, why can't I?
Because you're a brass-bound apprentice, that's why!
Yeah, but that don't mean he owns me!
Oh, yes, he does, body and soul! Connolly! Stand by to set topsails!
She's carrying enough already!
Is that so? It's your master as well now, eh? Telling me you own 6 shares and you reckon you're God Almighty?
Of course not.
This ship is going to Isla and back as fast as she's ever run in her life.
Oh, Captain, I don't want to go...
get you back, boy, back to Mr. Onedin where you belong.
Beneath contempt, betraying an employer's secrets.
Aye, sir. Under no circumstances.
No. Taken a fancy to good living lately?
Aye, sir.
You, sir. The Excelsior Club. Wining and dining in style.
I've,
You deny your friendship with that damn Dutchman?
I certainly dime him, Mr. Van der Reyden.
And sold him details of my business dealings?
Sold? Never. He told me he wished to help you.
Why, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for.
Sir?
You mean you let him get you drunk and you opened your mouth to him for naught? Oh, Mr. Dawkins, your intemperance has cost me a 3-masted bark, and that is something that I cannot forgive.
Really, sir, I had no idea of his intentions.
Mr. Dunwoody will send you on your dues.
Mr. Onedin.
No more to be said.
Mr. Onedin.
Out, man, out!
Gratitude. You think of that?
I owe that to you just as much as him.
Well, it's me I'm talking about. I mean, it's me you're failing. My expectations for you.
I don't understand.
Look, I can't make an officer, not like he can.
Did you send me coaling from Swansea?
That was a spell for obedience. I mean, I can't see you around the Horn or down the South China Sea. No, but I want to. The young swab run out on his indentures.
Captain, I'm sorry. I mean, I just don't know why I'd done it. I mean, just at the time, it seemed like the end of everything.
Because he said for you to sell your shares in her?
It wasn't that. I mean, she's only a ship, isn't she?
Well, then it won't pain you to lose her, will it? Because that's what you're going to do the moment I get you back to Liverpool. Now, you sell your shares, and you ask Mr. Onedin to take you back. And beg him on bended knee if you have to.
Well, what's it now?
From Samuel. He's docked in Cherbourg and due home on Sunday. With his new bride.
Well, I'll be damned. And the decree barely made final.
Yes, well, quick marriages seem to be favourite in this family. Anyway, whoever this new bride may be, we have a duty to make her welcome.
Oh, aye.
With Sarah away, at the very least, a small reception.
Oh, well, do whatever you see fit. Only don't expect me to
I
start
feel
putting...
it should be here. Well, I appreciate your antipathy towards Samuel, the divorce, and...
Selling that debt of mine to that Dutchman.
Well, granted, that was unfortunate.
Unfortunate?
All right. But Samuel did come to your wedding reception, you know. He came out of respect for Margarita, to make her feel welcome.
Well, Margarita would have done perfectly
Margarita,
well without me.
I feel sure, would not wish to be churlish about this, nor risk her health by leaving the house. So, the obvious place to greet the latest Mrs. Onedin is here.
Ah, you're right. Well, the lad is family. It's not right feuding amongst your own kin.
I felt sure you'd see reason.
I'm a most reasonable man.
£10,500.
The paper.
A more than adequate sum for me to purchase that three-masted bark, the Angelus.
Right. Finish of it. Advise you to steer clear of me in future.
No, not the finish, Onedin. Just the start. I made a graveside vow. I'm going to beggar you.
That's so.
My brother did you no harm. He even made you and your bride welcome in our home, and you, because of your blind greed, you destroyed him.
You told me he drowned himself.
Because of you.
Took his own life.
Because you ruined us.
Thought there might be something behind all this. Vengeance.
I prefer the word retribution. But in any event, Onedin, you shall pay for his death. That I vow.
Some time ago, a witch doctor made very much the same vow. And I finished up with enough ivory to pay you off. Don't worry. Mr. van der Rheede is just leaving.
Let him come. Go on.
Ah, that's the one we wanted to see. The last of them.
Right.
Clear away!
Clear! Cooper's just come aboard, Master.
What for?
From the distillery, here to certify that all them hogs is full. Then the excise man gonna dip each cask when we unload at Liverpool to check the allergen.
Aye.
Well, just to see that none's been spirited off during the voyage. Right, Connolly?
Oh, never touch a drop, sir.
I'm alert.
Buster?
All stowed fore and aft, well damaged, bung up and bilge free.
Here's your flogger.
Lively with the dunnaging. Come on, we want to catch this tide.
You'll not be going to sail today.
Just you watch me.
There's a nor'wester blowing, together with a heavy Atlantic swell.
A nor'wester is just the slant we need.
It could well blow you into hell.
Lively, I said.
There, that should hold them. Nice and snug. You'll understand. My masters will not take kindly to full risks.
Their job is to brew it. Mine to shift it.
Could be they know their weather better than us, Captain.
Oh, is that so?
Reckon it's worth holding off a couple of hours to see how the glass goes.
Well, lose the tide, then if it really blows up, we'll be stuck in here for a week.
We're just risking the ship for nothing.
Oh, we all know why you don't want to get back in a hurry.
Dawkins dismissed, I hear.
A trail of confidences like that, what do you expect?
A week's notice at the very least.
What, to sell off more secrets?
To tide you over till you find a replacement.
Well, I don't see that there's any need.
James, I'll not have you imposing on Dunwoody.
Well, he goes down to the exchange for you. Might as well tout for both of us. Look, Dunwoody's had his nose into everything since you moved in. Might as well make it official.
First you get rid of Captain Baines. Now I hear you've pushed young Tom Arnold's loyalty to the limit.
Broken his apprentice. There we are. Didn't push him that hard.
Boy raised in an orphanage.
You're beginning to sound just like...
Like Letty? She'd have had plenty to say.
Aye.
Still, Captain Baines will bring him back.
Happen I shan't want him back.
Oh, James, when that boy comes back...
If he comes back, then we shall see. No promises now.
Good. You know, the sooner you get back to sea, the better.
Aye. Now but trouble on shore. First that Van der Rheede, an idiot Dawkins, and now Charlotte, behaving like a spoilt brat.
Charlotte?
Deliberately slighting Margarita.
How?
Well, never come to make her acquaintance, never reply to her letters.
Well, perhaps she's ill.
Ah, well, we've written to Aunt Mary for news.
Here is the reply.
Well, does it say why she hasn't written?
Well, she couldn't, James. You see, for 2 months now, Charlotte has been away from your aunt's home.
Huh? Well, where the blazes has she been? Listen.
She has an occupation, James.
A what?
An occupation.
She's not in with this motley crew, is she?
Well, so your aunt says in her letter.
Oh, we'll soon see about that.
Explain to your father. Explain what?
I've been on tour. Singing in Birmingham, Leicester, Leeds. At the moment, I'm in Manchester. That's how I was able to come across in the train today. But I shall have to be back in time for the evening performance.
Charlotte, this is all somewhat...
I should have written to him. I kept meaning to, but... Now, you see, I'm booked to open here next week.
Here? In Liverpool?
At the Pantheon.
The Pantheon? But it's a music hall.
Oh, naturally, I don't perform under my own name. But should Father find out... Well, you know what he's like.
Well, for once, I think I might be inclined to agree with him.
Elizabeth? You know what that damn girl of mine's been up to?
Father?
Don't you father me.
Now, James.
Flaunting yourself, damn music hall queen.
A singer. And proud of it.
Proud of it, bringing ridicule on the family, exhibiting yourself.
James!
The Lancashire Nightingale, that's her. That's what your niece has come to. A damned music hall turn.
Yes! At which I have worked and worked until it is good. Very good. And it's given me more confidence than I've had in my whole life. Because I've done it on my own.
Found yourself some fine feathers to go with it, too.
Charlotte, this is you, this nightingale.
Oh, what does it matter what she's called? She's been gawked at by riffraff. Forecastle scum.
Why, their money's as good as yours is.
Charlotte, the way you're billed, they must think highly of you. And well paid, by all accounts, James.
Pay you well, do they, for this turn of yours, eh? Well, how much do they pay you?
7.
7 shillings a week, eh? You call that being well paid?
Pounds, Father, pounds!
Pounds.
And I'm opening at the Pantheon next week.
The Pantheon?
I shall bring you some tickets on Sunday. And then I can meet Margarita at last.
Best reserve a box. Can't have your father sitting amongst riffraff.
We should have listened to him.
And Jeremiah, his job was barrels, not ships.
Don't mean this one can't founder. It's got a bad name as this ship. I reckon we should hang some oil bags over the weather bow.
Shall I shorten it down some more?
I've never known you scared of a bit of a blow before.
Never stood to lose nothing before, except in only my life.
If this gets much worse, you could lose your whole cargo.
You was the one that stowed them barrels.
Not for a pattern like this.
Caroline, eh? You certainly jumped this one on us this time, Sam.
Well, you did set the style, Uncle James.
Yes, but we don't expect such surprises from you.
Could it be that you were expecting Samuel to arrive with a different bride, perhaps?
Really? Who?
No, Aunt.
Let's drink to the young ones, then, eh? Right, then. A toast to the happy couple.
The happy couple.
Hey.
Caroline,
Not a bone to pick with you, lad. Selling that debt off without as much as a buy and leave.
Well, you'd sailed, you see, Uncle. And I had this offer of a warehouse in New York, so I had to lay my hands on some money rather quickly.
Well, damned awkward as it turned out, damned awkward.
So tell us, how did you two meet one another? At a ballpark? I beg your pardon?
My father is president of the Yankees. It's a baseball team. He had Samuel along for the game.
I didn't know he was much taken with sport.
Oh, he isn't. You see, my father is also president of the Baldwin, Long Island.
President of what?
It's a bank.
Oh. Anyone who wants to do business with Papa at the weekend has to come to the game.
How diverting.
And how are Samuel's children?
Oh, given time and a few changes, I guess we'll get along just fine.
Changes?
Well, Nurse Mumford for a start.
Oh, but surely
Back home, we do not foster precocity.
Nor here.
Then I'm sure you'll appreciate just why I'm dismissing Nurse Mumford just as soon as my old nanny can get here from New York.
Oh. I would have thought just now a change of mother would be quite enough for them.
It's a gem in the Niger Crown. Finest quality palm oil. I've kept you back a couple of puncheons so you can judge it for yourself.
But if this Abuchi site is so special, then why hadn't the Royal Niger Company set up a trading station of their own?
I happen this Sir George Goldie is a mite superstitious when it comes to dealing with witch doctors.
Well, certainly a lot of ivory.
But it's the palm oil in the long run. Now, the palm kernels, they'll not cost you more than 2 fourpenny bits a bag. What do you say?
Why is the price so low?
It takes into account that you already had an interest in this Niger investment. Had it in mind as a joint venture all along.
Deal. Subject, of course, to contract.
Not now, Mrs. Gibson,
Well,
please.
sir, I do
Mrs.
think-
Gibson.
Why, Samuel. I had no idea.
Charlotte, this is not the time.
I wasn't expecting a family celebration. Aunt Elizabeth? Aunt Margarita?
Carolina, may I introduce...
No, Samuel. An introduction would be, to say the very least, uncalled for. Mr. and Mrs. Onedin. Lady Fogarty. Excuse me.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you.
Foreign mainsail set, sir.
Still reckon this is a bad luck ship, do you?
North Channel could blow up powerful rough.
So can I, Connolly, so can I. Now get you down and check that stowage.
That barrels are safe enough, sir.
It wasn't what you were saying a few hours ago. Now check and double check, that's my rule. If one of them hogs broaches a bung through shifting, it'll cost me my contract.
Aye, sir. Hold it steady while I go below, Mr. Arnold.
Hi, Mr. Connolly.
Smell that malt. It must be the spillage. Oh, look at them rats. They're as drunk as bishops.
Hold her steady!
Blow, master! Hold her hard by the wing, but you blow! Hold her hard by the wing, I say! The mob sink into the damage the castle, look for sure!
Hey, blazes they will!
I'll get you down!
No, get the sandbag!
You'll never get near to it! I'll get to the barracks! Quick, give it to me!
Take care, boy!
We'll save her.
Get those sandbaggers now, you! Lively! How's it look?
Hold her steady!
What the hell?
It's gonna blow!
Back here!
saver.
Get those sandbaggers out, you! Lively! How's it look?
Hold us steady!
What the hell?
It's gonna blow!
Back here, you swab!
The hell! This ship's finished!
Take the helm back onto the port tack!
Aye, sir.
She's gonna jibe! Watch your footing, Tom! She's gonna jibe! Bring her head into the wind! Tom! Tom, where are you? Tom! Tom, where are you? Tom!
Right, lads. Gonna blow any minute.
Tom. Tom, lad. Monument to my damn pride.